Hey, good morning, everybody. This is the professor with Day Trading for Success. We have the same usual suspects here this morning. We're going to be doing fairly low share size on coin, 500 shares max. So everybody will be trading that amount. We will be starting right around 10 o'clock or a half hour after the New York Stock Exchange opens. So please read this financial disclaimer. I am not a licensed financial advisor. This channel is for entertainment purposes only. So make sure you seek the advice of somebody you trust before you just start trading or copying any of this style of trading. I'm going to go ahead and move that and assume you have read it. And here we go with the perfect 1 minute layout for this. So for the next few minutes, I'll be talking for any viewer that hasn't been here before about exactly what we're doing here. So for all you other people, it'll probably be, it's about 10 minutes till market opens. So you can fast forward 10 minutes if you've seen this a whole bunch of times. But anyway, this is what we consider to be the perfect 1 minute layout. I will be having a different layout available soon too, for a different kind of a little different style of trading that I've been doing in the mornings prior to coming on at 10 o'clock. I've been doing the open strategy for a few minutes, and I've been doing a little different layout. So I'll get into that and show you guys that. Did really well again today. Have done well for the last 2 days. Checked with the SPY. It started to go down yesterday, then went up. And then it, ended up down a couple bucks, but not much, So it's kind of the same old right here, although coin has been dropping. So we had to go back a little while to mark our support and resistance. So I'm going to explain what all these lines are to everybody who is not familiar with this, and a little bit about the RV strategy and who we are. So at Day Trading for Success here, we trade 3 different types of strategies. We will be adding to that the open strategy, the RV strategy, the escalated strategy. So many videos about how to trade those strategies. This will be another one that'll be in the video archives. There's also an episode 83, all the custom scripts that are available, and also throughout different videos you can get them. And you just go under show more down and the information of each video, and then you can highlight the URL and then go to your setup and then import it and then push Control V. So episode 83 has them all, particularly this one, the Scalpers Indicator. They're all free. So if you like what you see, don't forget to subscribe and give us a thumbs up. This indicator is so amazing because it gives the percentage of buyers and sellers in the moment that it's happening, buyers and sellers and volume. So you can really jump on the momentum and catch the move. If you just watch any type of thing, see how the buyers are going up, you'll see the candle go up here, and then you can usually jump in and out pretty quickly to make a profit. So this is a must go to indicator. And then we have so this is a 1 minute chart with that on it. Then we have a 15-minute chart here, so I can see kind of the bigger moves right here. You kind of look through the lines and just look at the candlestick, bigger moves. Don't get worried about these lines. I'll explain what they are in a minute. This is a 5-minute chart. There's another 5-minute chart down here. So how do we mark this out to trade it, and why is it marked out this way? Well, we start with finding an average true range of the stock. So we make a channel of the average true range for today's average true range, what you should expect it to be. So it's a mathematical formula. You go to the day chart and you look at the close of the previous day. So under my picture, that says 156.88. And if you look down to the left, the ATR, Wilder's ATR, which the 14 means a 14-day period, this is right down here, is $10.27. So what you do is you take that $10.27, you divide it by 2. So you can end up with like $5.13. You subtract that from the close to get the ATR high, and then the other half you add to the close to get the ATR. The ATR low, you subtract to get the ATR low, and then you add it to get the ATR high. All right, so that's our opening range channel that we believe the stock will trade in. As you can see, it's already below that. So when it drops below it and is making a significant move or a trend, we call that the escalator strategy, and there's a certain way to trade that as well. But you use the same support and resistance and the Fibonacci retracement levels here. So on the Fibonacci, what we do to make sure so now we've created a channel. Now we want to create channels within channels to figure out how we're going to trade it. So you can see it's kind of respecting these channels right here a little bit. And there's the ATR low, or right below it. And then, so you're trying to find ways where the stock has turned around in previous, see how it turned around right here? Previous times. So this was marked a long time ago. So if you go to the 4-hour chart here, you can see that what you do in a situation like that, Typically, you're going back 4 hours. You go back 10 days on a 4-hour chart. But really what you want to do is you want to mark wherever these are intersecting within that period on a wick and a body, and sometimes you can line them up to get multiple taps, and you can, have license to move it just slightly. But this is where the stock has turned around before. Okay. So there's a reason why buyers and sellers came in and turned that stock around. So most likely it's going to do it again. And how likely? I don't know. There's a percentage there, but having it as a little extra edge besides just lining up your 1 minute and your 5 minute, looking at your Fibonacci levels, looking at the scalpers indicator, looking at the overall volume and price volume trend. You need as many things as you can to give you an edge, and they're really not confusing once you get used to looking at them, and they're very, very helpful. And the RV strategy is based on these support and resistance lines. So how we get the Fibonacci now, in this particular one, normally we go back 10 days. But I had to go back further because of how much this has trended down to get any Fibonacci lines that would work. So we're way back here. I think I set it for 20 days. So we're way back here to get the low and then the high and then that. We're looking for any of these support and resistance lines to fall in between our ATR high and low. So we got one there, and then I went back 2 days on a 5-minute chart to get these pink lines, and we got another one there. Now there is a rating system to rate the stocks to find the best stock to trade for the RV strategy. That's in the Day Trading Volume 1 book that the $1 Million Margin Club put out, Day Trading Volume 1. There is a link to get to it now. It is fixed for everybody who wants to get to that link. I know because I put it on yesterday's video. So anyway, on the informational channel, you can get to that book, and then the Trading Journal Logbook, which has got the criteria for the open strategy. So those are the two books, along with the pattern book that I highly recommend getting. And then I just realized I was going to do a review on another book today, and I forgot. So I'm going to try to remember to do that tomorrow, which is not from the $1 Million Margin Club. But anyway, so we will be reviewing books from time to time that I believe are important for you guys to learn the patterns particularly. So as I call the ball, as I quarterback for all the traders on Zoom today, I will be calling out patterns as I see them. I will be calling out why I go in and out of every trade that I take. But everybody is responsible for taking their own trades. And what is it doing here? So let me fix this. So we're getting ready to trade, guys. So we have about 4 minutes till we trade live here, a live demonstration video, so you can see what it looks like to trade this strategy. Now I'm going to have this 5-minute up here, and I'm going to look for patterns, but it isn't really where I trade, so I don't have to worry about these lines being confusing. Although, tell you, I get so used to them being on here, it wouldn't really matter. Where I'm going to trade is on the 1-minute chart, which is right here. Now I also have the level 2 and your active trader right up here too, so you'll see how I move along and how well I'm doing. Now on the level 2, which you might see a lot of trading gurus use for high momentum stocks, these are large cap stocks. The RV strategy is only large cap stocks. So this isn't really going to tell you much, okay? So the market maker is going to get you filled here on large cap pretty much consistently all the time. And you multiply these numbers by 100. So 500 shares for a stock like Coin is nothing. So don't be concerned about getting filled. Now I'm looking at this and I have to make a decision because I'm going to be calling the ball for everybody here. So we're looking at patterns. So there was a tweezer. That tweezer that showed the bull on this side of the bear signified that it's going to go up, and it did. It went up just like it said. Now we have a tweezer that signifies it's going to go down, but it didn't. So you don't get these all the time. I think it's about 75% of the time the patterns work. There's 3 white soldiers here, and then it had a tweezer pattern at the top of that. So this one is conflicting message. But for the most part, these patterns are really going to help you. Okay, so this is a hammer here. Let me just see. And we're looking at the ATR, and we still have 2 minutes to go. There's my 20 moving average. There's my 9 moving average. Is everybody ready up there? Okay. Yeah, so this is... So right now, I'm having a hard time calling this. I would call short to start here. So let's look at this. So heavy on the sellers, but then as the sellers moved up, the volume drops. So that's a conflicting message. This is basically telling us that it's going to turn around and go long because look how weak the volume is. Now, this is when you want to look at the big perspective. The 15-minute says, hey, we've always been going long. So when you're scalping, you can get confused, and you want to when you get conflicting messages, you want to look at everything. 5 minutes telling you it's going down. It just broke the ATR. Now, breaking the ATR, usually it wants to go back and retest it, for a true escalator strategy move here. So we're going to look at that. Okay, you guys are ready to go, guys. We're a minute away from me calling this, and it looks like I'm going to go long, but I'm waiting. It looks like so. This is a ladder down pattern. If this stays green, this is a ladder down, which means it should be going up. Also has a great support for our pivot line here. So right now, and the fact that the volume dropped with going shorts, it looks like it's going to go up. But let's just make sure. So we don't have to go in right at 10. So it is creating an inverted hammer at the bottom of a tweezer move and a ladder down. This is all saying go in. This is all saying go in here. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and take that. So I got that at 51.17. So now we may have to turn around right at the, okay, it blew right through the ATR. So that's a good opening trade with our 500 shares. So look at how it broke through the ATR low, the fib, and then two lines, and now it's slowing down a bit. So typically at a ladder down, a ladder bottom move, not really a very good inverted hammer. You want to look to right at the whole length, but I would not trust it to do that, to do that at all. So see how we were already much higher here a second ago. So we have to be careful here. Let's just let it move a minute. Just have a little bit of patience. I mean, I'd love to see it get up here to 153, but man, this thing is all over the board today. Now look at when you're getting weird readings, and just look at your scalper's indicator. Look what's happening here. Are we reconciling? Because that's kind of weird looking. 51.65. Yeah, so I always look to make sure level 2, the patterns are calling it correctly. We are getting a lot of resistance right here at the ATR. It wants to go back down. This is just a phenomenon because I have this tweak so tight. So wow, so we lost all that money. I would have loved to catch that scalp. All right, so if it bangs through here, yeah, so I should have caught that up there, guys. I don't know, some of you, it looks like some of you did catch that, which is good. A little distracted here today. So it's just kind of playing in this channel right now. Okay, so I'm going to look for it to get past that. Let's see if it gets up there again, because if it gets up there again, I'm probably going to cast 152 again. I'm probably going to reverse. Oh, this is throwing me. It's not reconciling over here, so I don't know what's going on there. I'm going to reverse right there. What did I get that at? 152.30. So this could have been catching me earlier too, and I just didn't get it. I was getting thrown off by this ask is not reconciled. There it goes. Okay. Yeah, it's every once in a while, things take a while to catch up. Okay, so we're on a short now. So we'll look for support off either the fib to turn around or the ATR and see if we want to stay up here to trade. It's not really an escalator strategy. It's not really a trend going on here, guys. Or upward. If you look at the 15-minute, we have an upward trend. So that's why, it broke through. So if you look at the 15-minute, we broke through, we retested. There's a couple people red up there. That's concerning me. So we'll see. It's been hard right now. This morning it has not been a slam dunk like the others. So it just seems to be sitting here. I'm going to reverse off that ATR if it goes down there. Yeah, I'm going to reverse right there. So I banked it, got up to 840. Hoping it doesn't go far through that ATR. Now that's not good to see because this volume's going up with those sellers. So I could be on the wrong side of this. It seems like it wants to go back in here again. So I was trying to push it up here, guys. Push it long, looking at the 15. Still just can't decide. It's a tough morning so far. We're not getting those slam dunks like usual. The volume just dropped, so it's just difficult with the patterns too, because we're not getting any definitive patterns. This is a gravestone here, which signifies it going down, which it did already. Now we've got a tweezer move with the bull, so that's good. That means this should go up higher. So we're looking for this to go up higher, head toward 153. Now I don't have the even and half dollar marks. I probably should, but look at how the volume it was not strong with that move on the buyers. So that did not give me a lot of confidence. So our goal today was 1,000, and I don't think that's going to be a problem. I think we should have set that a little higher, just like yesterday, but that's okay. I think what it was, we were originally at 300 shares, and then we opted it. So why don't we should probably make our goal at least 1,500 because this is too easy for 1,000. So I know some of you are struggling, but okay, bounce off that support there. Bounce off that 4-hour. 152.22. Give us a bounce there. There you go. Give us a bounce. You're going to see me reverse very soon here, so that's nice. I'm going to reverse there. What did I get that at? 152.81. Yeah, it's going to keep going. It's going to kill me, isn't it? It's going to break. So I'm looking at resistance. I'm hoping for a resistance here. I wanted to get a little closer to 153, and then I wouldn't be too far off if it so now I'm looking. So we're doing channel trading. So neither of these made it to the top of that channel. So I was kind of thinking the same thing would happen again. I was happy to get it as high as I did because here it is. It's fallen off again. So now we're getting down off the ATR. I'm going to reverse on that ATR. So what did I get it at? 151.82 right here to try to ride that back up again. Okay, guys, you're doing good. Most of you are doing good. This is hard this morning. This is harder than usual. for sure. We're just not getting enough of a, you guys wanted to trade this, so, but it's not moving like it was the other days. So, or did we do that at the open? I'm not sure. It's not even going to go as far this time as the last time. Get up there. Do a spring up. Yeah, guys, this is losing its way. Look at how low the volume is on the buyers. I'm going to reverse soon here. I'm looking for a spike up before I reverse. There's one. I'll take that. Oh, I got it at 152.40 short. Now it's going to probably hurt me for a second. I was trying to get a little higher, but again, I keep having trouble with it reconciling on the asks. I'm looking here and getting confused, but the gap the spread keeps getting bigger and bigger. So the move is still long. If you look at the 15-minute, the 5-minute showing us long too. I don't have any particular patterns here to call out. That's right in the middle here, so it's not really giving us either a gravestone or an inverted hammer or anything. This was close to an abandoned baby, a bare abandoned baby, but not really, because it should have been higher than this. This is a tweezer move that should send it up, and it did all the way to there, even though that candle ended red, and now that move's gone now. So now we're just looking at this, which is really bouncing. This is why you want support and resistance, because look at how many times it's hit this ATR and turned around. So, whoa, okay, there we go. So it blew right through it before I could even reverse. I'm kind of glad about that, because look at it keep going. So that is a strong move with the volume going up. So we don't want to jump out of that yet. Look at that. Look at that scalper's indicator. So you're going to ride this wave. See, let's look for 150 or 150.50, the half dollar, which is, no, we're already past it, aren't we? Yeah, that's right here, roughly. So let me change that. Oh, wow. We went right back up again. Okay. Okay. Should have taken that money down there. Wow. Should have scalped that out there. That's too bad. Okay. Is it going to stay below this time? Let me get the 151 mark too. Hello, shiitake. Let's move out of the screen. That would be a good call. Okay. Okay, so that means good luck, guys. The cat came up on her own, so everything's going to go good. So we got no trouble making our goal already. How's everybody doing? Is anybody that's not over? Yes, there's a couple people not over 1,000 yet. I know you were red originally, but you're coming back. That's 800, so that's pretty good. Okay, so here's the half dollar it's resting on. So let's not lose this profit again. Let's see if it's going to keep going down or just stop right there. Okay, this is a nice trade. Let's not lose it. Get ready to reverse or sell or cover and get right back out. So now it went past the even dollar there. Wow. Oh, I know I say wow. I'm trying not to say wow a lot. People tell me I say wow a lot. I don't know what to say. Surprised. I'm surprised. Yes. So there's our VWAP way down there. Or as half the world calls it, VWAP. I learned VWAP many, many years ago. I didn't start hearing the VWAP until like 2 or 3 years ago. But that just proves I'm gonna go long for a second here, guys, and bank that. that just proves that I needed to get around more, right? I wasn't, my circles were too small. Are you going to go up or not go up? 151, that's on the 50 cent. It's not going up. I might take a lesser loss here. I'm looking at that. I'm just going to get out for a loss there, guys. Sorry. I'm back to short. Yeah, that's a pretty strong move, and it's a strong move now, so I wasn't going to try to prove anything there. And we're heading down to the VWAP. We're tapping it. That's another spot it could turn around. So that was my first negative trade. It wasn't for too much. Again, all of these are support and resistance lines. They mean something. They're not a joke. So you'll see the candle close, but then if you watch it live, you'll see how many times it hits it and backs up, hits it, backs up, and then sometimes it closes past it. You go, that line was nothing. But if you're catching in the moment scalps, there's a lot of people that have marked this line, maybe only one line, not as many as I have, but this level means something to a lot of people. So you have to look at every level means something to a lot of people. We've got another ladder going down here. So we look for this to become a ladder bottom or a tweezer move at the bottom. It's not any kind of a flag yet. Right now, it's just a dropping knife. It's just a downward trend. Now everything's showing down. So sellers are jumping on. The scalpers indicator is telling you that it's going down. The volume has been increasing with sellers, even though there's less in the middle here. But now let's see where this candle. Here's your overall volume here. So that was a drop that time for sellers. So sellers are losing their way a little bit. Whoa, right as I say that, they drop. Remember, each one of these is like a tether, like a rubber band hanging on to this, trying to pull it back where these other people think it's where it should be traded, you know? And then the half dollar and even dollar where people think, wow, look at it go. Look at it go. I'm going to turn around soon, guys. So it's respecting the 149 line there. Look at the level 2. I mean, it's just sitting there. Yeah, I'm gonna reverse there, guys, and bank that money. I don't want to lose it. So let's look for it to go up, possibly. You guys take your own trades, but it's losing its way down here. Each one of these is a little shorter, and now we have a ladder bottom. If this turns green, we have a hammer. Let's just see what's going on here. So if it gets down in here, I'm going to reverse again. So let's just see, because it is showing signs it's going to continue, and I was hoping it would not do that. I mean, what I look for on these, of course, is just a little pullback and then a continuation of the move. I'm trying to catch these. I'm not suggesting the whole thing's going to turn around. I don't really think that, but I think that there's room for it to pull back up, maybe above the VWAP, and then drop off, or not. Okay, so it's a lot. So I have a 750 max trade loss for a 750 is my max loss per trade. Oh boy. Gotta wake up. Gotta wake up. My cat's named Shiitake. She was supposed to give us luck here. So not quite a tweezer, almost. Tweezers are one of the most common moves, and you're going to get them to move the right way 75% of the time. So it makes sense to really think about that. And then another ladder bottom. That's 75%. If this closes green, okay, it did. So now you have a ladder bottom here. So you've got two things, a bullish tweezer and a ladder bottom that says this is going up. this volume went up, see, with the scalpers indicator with the buyers. So now you have three things that say it's going up. Now let's look at the patterns. Nothing over here is telling us it's going up. See the point of control? So this is the volume profile intraday, and it's all sucked around this magnet, the point of control on the 5 minute up here. On the 1 minute, it's way up here. So it's pulling it up here as well. So you get all these conflicting messages that you're trying. So this ended up being a good trade. So that's good. So we're above the VWAP now. So I'd be looking to turn around soon here. Past the 9. It's stalling at the 9. Look at how the volume dropped with the buyers. This is saying don't overstay your welcome on this trade. This is a good trade, but there, it's already dropping. So now this is giving it support, hopefully. Bouncing on the 9, bouncing on this 149, really 150 we should call this. $150 is a serious number, that people would respect, 150 even. So when you mark these pivot lines, you can be off a few cents. It's hard to get what the pivot's really trying to say when the candle closes at that exact moment over 4 hours. Wow, this is a really good trade, guys. So this is a better trade than we've been getting per trade. So I don't want to lose this. So I revert. I'm going to reverse right there. What did I get? That 150.65. So I'm reversing off this to think it's going to turn it around. But if it doesn't, I'll reverse right back again. I got it over 4K doing that. How did you get red again? That's a lot of money to lose there. So I do have kind of a different crowd that was sort of grandfathered in from some of the $1 Million Margin Club members and some of the earlier students. We don't really have an open policy right now, but some of these guys are not, they watch me trade, but they're not used to trading with me. So okay, so this is a good trade again. It's kind of hanging around the VWAP. So sellers were, at the top of that volume, but they're below. So we got to, this told us that the sellers might be taking over. They did, but they're not very strong. So, you see me reverse because I like to stay in position and this just react. And that way I'm always in a position. It's always giving me a chance at least to do well. I'm going to reverse off that line, guys. That's like the third time it's tapped it there. So I got it at 149.35. So that's not doing what I wanted it to do. So 149 might be support. Now, if it starts to get in the middle of this, then I got to get out. This is where that tweezer bottom was, right around there. That's at the 148.25. It's close to the 148.50, which I do not want to go past. Oh, it's going the right way again. Does seem like it's trying to do its downward move again. I mean, downward move. If you look at the 15-minute and the 5-minute, everybody's kind of saying it's swailing down now. So I'm in the wrong position then for that kind of a move. So I'm looking at the in the moment movements here and thinking that that's what I needed to do. But now I think I'm going to look for a way to get out of this situation here and go short. So right now I feel I'm in the wrong move here, but let's see. I mean, I don't know. This is saying that you should, stay long. At least for now, when you look at this volume here. Very wishy-washy. I'm going to try. My goal every day is 5K. I did not think. I already made my goal this morning, so this is a good. This is a good day. Yeah, I guess 500 shares added up to a bit more money than I thought it was going to do here. So looking at 150 for resistance, maybe 150 again. Just where is that? Very close to the 492. It's right in here. 149.92, 149. So this is an engulfing pattern here, which signifies short. So you have a bear that engulfed a bull. That typically means it's going to go short. You have a gravestone pattern or inverted hammer. No, it's not the inverted hammer in this, more of a gravestone pattern here, which also is signifying that this, I mean, everything's saying I should be going the other direction. So I'm getting very concerned about holding this much longer. So we'll see what happens here. But if it starts to do a plunge, I'm just going to reverse quickly. The patterns are telling me to turn around. The volume has just dropped generally to like nothing. So it's just grinding here, right here. See if we can get up to 150 maybe. The hard way, because boy, it's not. Look at this. Just I can't go by this. This is just terrible. So now I'm looking at it. Now you always look at the even dollar and the half dollar and the quarter dollar, and you just try to get a feel for how is this volume pushing this, the little bit of volume, and what support and resistance can you want to try to zoom in on. Is the 5 minute going to align with you in some way? I mean, this is a tweezer that should say it gone. Oh, what are we at now? Okay, so we're getting close to 150 even. So that would definitely be a spot I would want to turn around if it gets up there. Yes. Okay, tap for a second. What did I get that at? 150.19. I reversed at 150.19 now. Again, I'll be ready to just get right back out, but that banked me over 5 unless I let this go way far here. I am not able to use the scalper's indicator when the volume goes this low, so this is becoming useless to me. So right now I am trading on the little bit I can get from level 2, the support and resistance lines mostly, and then patterns. So everybody's green again, which is good. So you caught that move the right way. And we've got a couple people over 3K, somebody hovering at 4 right now. Yeah, this has been a harder one to try to do what you see me doing here. This is very hard. So if you're up into the thousands of dollars, you're doing good today for sure. I really stress that people do their own trading and don't follow. I know I'm quarterbacking, but wow, that is not. Look at how high that went up over 150. Because of reasons like this. That's why I stress that, because I don't know what I'm doing most of the time. There's a lot of luck and patterns going along here. So this is a solid resistance point, 150.82. If it breaks that, I have to change position. I don't know how red I will be at that moment, but that's not a good looking moment for me the way this is. So this is this is really turning around again. It seems like it wants to go long today, not short. Look at that volume picked up slightly. Oh, excuse me. It's kind of a commitment to get it all marked out. I mean, I can do it pretty quick. When I'm talking with people, it takes a half hour to 40 minutes sometimes, but usually 15 minutes to get the RV strategy. I forgot to mark the pre-market high and low. I meant to do that. I don't know how far off we are. I think we're way below them because of the ATRs. But we're getting close to the end of the time that I would want to trade. I already traded this morning, so I'm on like, close to an hour of trading already. Actually, this morning it was only like 15 minutes, and then I started marking this out immediately. I did really good in the video. With the big boys, with the heavy rollers. So I don't want to lose this 5. I'm telling you that right now. I'm looking at this like this is the only trade I've done today. Just splitting it up to go lower share size and then doing the open strategy at higher share size has actually been okay with me to do this, to do multiple trades in a day, which is increasing my... Actually, the book that I'm going to review is, and I won't give it away yet, is changed the way I traded completely. And it gave me so much confidence in trading that it was the single biggest reason that I raised my share size. That and the $1 million, it wasn't even the $1 million margin club then, but the members that became members of that club that I was hanging around with were convincing me to raise my share size because they traded higher share size. And I was beating them in accuracy all the time. And they're like, what the heck, dude? Why aren't you trading higher share size? So that and the book, which it already was in my head. See, I'm messing around. That was a big pivot I could have gotten right there. That was not smart for me to do that. Yeah, I missed that. That was just so... I'm reversing there. I'm not going to lose that, so I'm not going to go under... that was really stupid. I was talking about myself, and I blew that trade. So I'm obviously tired. So yeah, guys, I'm just going to get out. Oh, what am I doing? I'm sure I want to cover. All right, I'll wait a split second longer. All right, now I'm going to get out. So this could have been 6,000. I was just stupid. Oh, well, it happens. So hopefully, guys, you like what you see and you subscribe and give a thumbs up. So we have a lot of different content that's going to be coming up that we're working on. It isn't really ready to put out there yet. That kind of makes all starts with entertainment. What is the most entertaining, different videos to make, demonstration videos to make, that ways for you to trade that could possibly go the way that you see if you set it up. It all has to work logically so you see it yourself. You see these lines, you see these patterns and say, I can do that. It's not meant to be followed like, live with me. It's meant to be learned. And you see it happening. So then you have to gain the confidence. And that's why I say trade in a sim. And you learn yourself. And once you learn it, one of these strategies or all these strategies, you are set. You are set. You're on the path to financial success. So, I truly believe in getting in and out of the market and not holding long positions. I do have them with people that manage my money, bigger sums of money, and I pretty much don't look at them. And I think I talked about it once before. You can get excited because they have apps now on your phone that every day you can look at your, when the market's doing well, you can say, wow, thousands and thousands. Look how much I made today. I didn't have to do anything. It's just doing it. But that also is a double-edged sword when the market goes down, where you could be having a great day. Then you just look at your app and you get wicked depressed, like $20,000 I lost, or whatever. So, but yeah, I do think that managing money long-term for the most part in the market, the Warren Buffett way, is has got some legs and stuff that you should do if you ever have the money to do that. But the day trading for success is like $100 a day, $200 a day, $300 a day, and then this is I guess not what we should consider low share size, but we do a lot with 50 and 100 shares. But if you made the PDT, you could have definitely traded this amount of shares. I've been calling it that, but a lot of people don't want to have the potential of losing this much on the other side. Now remember, you've got to file your trading plan so that never happens. You've got to file like my, $20 max loss per trade, $50 max loss. And that's where the share size becomes a problem. But everybody today said okay to this because they did so well yesterday. And I know they all did well today too. So it worked out for them, but it might not too. Wow, look at that. So it's just going up right now, huh? And I am out of it. I'm glad I got out of it when I should have. I just missed that. All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching. Stay green out there. Be careful. Always trade in a sim to make sure this works for you first. All right. I'll see you soon.